Howdy ho. So we are currently on day 20, but we're going to tell you about days 17, 18, 19, and 20, and probably 21. Kind of. At least as much as we can tell you about the future as we can. So, day 17, we were very excited because it was a Thursday, and apparently, supposedly, almost every Thursday, one of the neighboring cows comes to visit. So we were like, heck yes, we want to be able to visit with the cow. And then, anyway, the cow turned out he wasn't in the mood that day, so he didn't want to walk across the street to come visit people at Sitaram. So we were kind of a little sad about that. So we didn't get to see the cow that day. However, as luck would have it, was it the next day? The day after?
Next day.
Yeah, I think it was the next day. They had the gates open to the where the cars drive in by the guard gate. The gate was open and we could see through the gate, and there was a couple of cows sitting over there. So of course Emily and I were over there looking at the cows. And one of the managers, I think, he saw us eyeing the cows, and of course, you know, I'm sure like it looked like I had hearts coming out of my eyes. So he asked us if we wanted to go over there and see the cows, and we're like, yes, absolutely. So we got to go over there and feed the cows and pet the baby cow. It was real fun.
Yeah.
Real cute. So in Malayalam, cow is pashu. Oh, that's for a female cow.
And then the male cow is kala. Kala? Kala.
No, I gotta look at my notes. I remember
I
pashu.
think it's kala.
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 Kala, yeah. An elephant is Anna. So yes, then that afternoon of the day 17, we went and hung out in the restaurant during non-eating times. So we got to hang out with the chef for a little bit. It's pretty great bonding experience. And then that ended up being my first night of ghee. So the first day they had me take 20 milliliters of medicated ghee, and it's like in this little cup, and then they give you a lemon. So I'm like, oh, it's like a tequila shot. I can do this, no problem. So I take my shot of ghee, have the lemon. I was okay for the moment. But then after you do that, you can only drink warm water, and you're very limited as to what you are allowed to eat. Sorry, I got distracted. And so then as I was walking from the treatment center to the restaurant to get my warm water, since I knew we didn't have any in the room. We have room temperature water, and of course our room is not exactly what they would consider room temperature. Anyway, so I went to get my hot water, and as I was walking over there, I started feeling very, very nauseous. So I got more lemon, and then I think I was okay after that for a while, but then I wasn't.
For a little bit.
I was okay for a little bit, and then I got, I guess, more nauseous again.
Yeah. After dinner, once we got back to the room.
Oh yeah.
You're feeling more nauseous.
Yeah. After I ate some food, it kind of helped settle it a little bit. But then when I got back to the room, that was the night I did the peppermint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I probably wasn't supposed to do this, but I told the doctor that I did it. But so I had tried to call the doctor and tell them that I was feeling more nauseous, and I had already taken more lemon, and that didn't really seem to be helping me. But I did bring peppermint essential oil with me, so I called the doctor, but then my doctor had already left for the day, because that day was a holiday, or the day before the holiday.
Day before the holiday.
Yeah, and so one of the other doctors said, okay, no problem. I'm gonna send something for you to take to your room. I said, okay, great. But I was like nauseous and exhausted. Okay, so I was like ready for bed. What was it, like
7:45?
Yeah, 7:45, and I was like ready to sleep. But at the same time, I was like too nauseous to be able to sleep. So I had the peppermint essential oil. I had waited a little bit, but like nobody had come to bring whatever it was I was supposed to take. So I was like, okay, forget this. Like if I don't do something right now, I'm going to throw up. And that was not the goal at that moment in time. So I just put a drop of peppermint on my tongue and then also rubbed some of it on my stomach, and that like helped. So I felt better. And so then I pretty much got in bed at that point. And then almost an hour later, there's a knock on the door, and they were bringing me the ginger water for me to drink. I was already in bed at that time, but we hadn't quite turned all the lights off yet, or had we? I think you still had a light on. Maybe.
I think we had all the lights on.
Oh, okay. We might have all the lights off. I don't know. I've slept a couple times. Yeah.
Yeah, we were both in bed. We were both almost asleep.
Yes.
Because it was like 8:45 at that point.
Yeah, and we were both pretty exhausted, but I was like,
so I was
done.
literally like just a second from falling asleep, and I heard the knock at the door, and I was like, what the heck?
So I kind of given up on that point. I was like, I'm not nauseous anymore. I'm just ready to sleep. So anyway, so I drank some of the ginger water, and then we went back to sleep, or to sleep for sure. And then I woke up the next day feeling fine. Like none of it had even happened. So then that evening at 6 p.m., so before dinner, they had me take more ghee. Luckily I was able to eat still a regular breakfast and regular lunch. So that was good, because I thought that I was going to have to eat the strict meal plan the whole time, but I didn't have to. I still got to eat regular stuff for breakfast and lunch, so that was kind of nice. And then they're just more strict at dinner. But I mean, I had an option. You still get like a soup, and then I had the option of like the mashed potatoes or some other, or mashed cauliflower, or there's like a pumpkin puree with some broiled vegetables that was actually pretty good too. So you still get some pretty good options. And I mean, the mashed potatoes are nice. Those were my comfort food last night. Let's see. What did I... Oh, and so the other two ladies that were doing ghee with me, one of the other ones, she also was just like, oh yeah, it's like a shot of tequila, no problem. So I was like, all right, it's not just me. Yeah, I pretty much covered all of this. And then when I was talking to the ladies the next day, they apparently didn't really have any issues. They didn't have the nausea like I did or anything like that. So that just goes to show that it really is different for everybody. And so the next day, I had to do 60 milliliters of ghee, medicated ghee, and then
I had to do 20.
Yeah.
Woo.
And that night, I felt even more nauseous than I did the previous night. Or was it about the same? Maybe about the same. I don't know. But I think
it was about the same, but we also were ready for it, so you were a lot more tired.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. I almost fell asleep at the table. Like, I totally could have slept at dinner. Like, at the table.
But you made sure to take all of your lemon, and then we got the ginger water at dinner, and I think that helped you.
Definitely.
And then once we got back to the room, you did some of the peppermint. Or you did some of the peppermint before we even left for dinner.
Oh, yeah, because I was...
get ahead of it.
Oh, that's the other thing. So I was burping. That was the thing that was really, really sending me over the edge. I kept burping, and I could taste the medicated ghee taste. And my second day of ghee, there was like way more herbs and whatever the medicine in it, and it was just like, I mean, I was fine drinking it initially, but then like it coming back up, that was not fine. Especially multiple times. So that peppermint really helped like cover up that taste I was getting every time I burped. So yeah, that made it more bearable. And the ginger water did end up helping to kind of help settle my stomach. So that was good. And then day 3, I had to drink 75 milliliters of ghee.
And I had to drink 60.
Yeah. She got graduated to the 60. And then today, they they were trying to get her to prep her for the vomiting before me, but because of how certain things played out, I'm going to be doing the vomiting, and so that today I did not have any ghee. Yesterday was my 75 milliliters of ghee, and so today they're kind of like taking it a little bit easier on me. I did try to go to treatment today. I was still supposed to get just the regular full body massage and the
Milk bath.
yeah, the milk bath. But like halfway through the massage, I started feeling itchy, and so they called the doctor to have her come talk to me, and she said, that can be one of the side effects of having the ghee. That's just showing that she's like, you can have like an aversion to having the oil on your body because your body's like already like saturated, and so she's like, we can just stop the treatment for today, give your body a break, since I'm supposed to go do my treatment in the morning. I'm supposed to have at 6 a.m. I'm supposed to do my full body oil massage, and they're gonna steam me, I guess, in that steamer box again.
Mm-hmm.
And then as the preparation for me to do the vomiting that morning. So then I'm supposed to drink like a bunch of water, or drink a bunch of milk, and then they're going to give me some sort of medicine that's basically going to induce the vomiting. And typically the goal is to vomit anywhere between 3 to 7 times.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a possibility that even after all of that your body may not throw up. And they said that for some people that's normal, but so by the time you get back to the room, you may feel like you need to throw up, or you may end up having diarrhea. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but that's where we're at right now. And then I have to stay in the room all day tomorrow.